Go.
Question, precision versus accuracy.
All right, so who cares that you're getting a high percentage of typing people the same? Who cares?
Right.
All right, so here's kind of the answer.
This was something that we were trying to figure out for a while. We had Davis White as well as Benjamin. Is that how you say his name? And so they explain this very well. So I'm going to just steal what they said.
There you go.
So you kind of have 4 different quadrants that you can see on the Google images and stuff. And you have like low accuracy and low precision, right?
Right, that you don't want to be in that category.
Right, and if you ask science, they kind of say that the Myers-Briggs system kind of goes in that category.
Yeah.
Low accuracy.
50-50 chance that you're going to get somebody's
Maybe a little better. Now, what's interesting about that is that if you just take a shotgun blast and you fire it at a target, you're going to get quite a few that have a direct hit.
Yeah.
And those people are you and your mom. And that's why we all think that it's accurate, naturally.
Yeah.
Because we're like, oh, I know that it doesn't work for everybody else, but this type works for me and my mom.
Yeah, I read that profile, and that's definitely
right.
me. Yeah.
Now, the problem with that is that some people, it's actually true.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm an ENFP. I read an ENFP profile. It totally resonates. It works for me, and I can make changes off of that in my life. Right?
There you go.
But when you zoom out and you look at the bigger picture, and that's what science is yelling about, you're not taking into account all the misses.
By the way, like, sure, side note, if you're just using this to like feel better or want to be understood, like that's okay. Like if you're just understanding the profiles, typing yourself for the sake of right now, I feel bad. This profile made me feel good. That's all right.
Yeah, sure.
That's all right. If you're wanting to make sure that you accurately get yourself typed, there's a whole different procedure going on.
Right, and or not get laughed at by the scientific community. So high accuracy, low precision. So just to kind of step on more toes, that could kind of be, I guess you could say possibly, just for the sake of an example, maybe the big 5.
Sure.
So they're like high in neuroticism and extrovertism. Like, well, you guys have a scientific process, and I guess this is kind of accurate,
right.
But it's not really precise enough of like, who's getting their big 5 profiles and be like, okay, now I'm ready for life. This is totally
too general
me.
Is what you're
right.
basically saying there. Okay,
right.
So yeah, sure, I'm neurotic. How does that help me, get
right.
along with my family?
Right. As we had kind of figured that out over the years, it was like, okay, we got to do what the scientific community has been saying. And that is like, look, would somebody at least try and get something a little better than this hit and miss or generalities that are playing it safe? The big 5 is so general, but it's kind of playing it safe. So by setting up this double-blind procedure where we're typing people in separate rooms, and therefore our system was forced to evolve from the Myers-Briggs, we're now able to get high precision.
Yes. That doesn't necessarily mean that we're accurate.
Yeah.
They don't correlate.
Right.
It just means, great, you two can get really high percentages of the exact number. So there is a possibility there that you're seeing something happening in reality.
So with a precision game, we started from the Myers-Briggs category. So we started with, okay, well, I'm just going to guess what this person's type is. What did you get? And our results are all over the place.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, we were failing big time.
So
we were getting about the results that they were getting.
We were getting
all over the board. Just
tons of hits, tons of misses.
Totally.
That's why we had to get more precise. And from the 16, we realized, oh, wait a minute, there's jumpers. And then therefore our precision went up. So now we're tracking 32.
Yeah.
And that helped. And then we realized, ooh, there's actually other little splits in the code here. And then it went from 32 to 64, et cetera.
But yeah, the more of the parts of the code unfolded, the more precision we were able to get. Because it was now, okay, you guys are missing because there are parts of the code that overlap and that make it confusing. Oh, this is an IJ, but it's a sleep consume IJ.
Right.
So they're going to have the desire to learn new things, but they're still going to be overall an IJ. That's exactly what happened. As soon as we started playing this game of you and I need to get the same type, like that started off the whole gamut. And absolutely, it took us years to fight it out. We were not getting accurate results based on the 16 types. It was a shotgun blast, mess all over the place. And the more we were starting to see the parts unfold, the more precision we got.
And it, just like firing a rifle or whatever, it does come in over time.
Yes, we have this, and everyone's like, neat, you guys are getting the same numbers. What does that prove? It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't necessarily prove that you guys are actually hitting people's type. You could be typing everybody. Sure. You two idiots could be typing everybody upside down. It's not necessarily proving anything. The thing that you would kind of track, this is what does start promoting some truth in reality, is that the answers to the people that we've typed, we've been giving them a lot of help. People have been calling us, stuff like that. The actual tips that we've given them for their lives, are those legitimately solving any reoccurring problems in their lives? And I would say yes. But see, again,
Everybody would say that.
Everybody would say
Yeah.
that. You could
The
say,
thing
I got a lot out of MBTI.
Yeah.
So.
The thing that's most interesting, and this is something that it's hard to really kind of express this on the internet, of like the amount of predictability that we have when we have people in large types of, like, we can predict hair color, we can predict gender, sexual preferences, we can predict what kind of dog you're going to have based upon a larger data set. If we have 50 people that are typed of your exact same number, your exact same type, things like the clothes you wear, the way you do your hair, what you're afraid of, how you vote, like those things are showing up in the data set. Right. So the prediction level, the precision level, the accuracy level goes way up as the data sets get larger. Right. Therefore, once those data sets get large enough, now you can have other people look at those data sets, as well as artificial intelligence, genetics, etc.
That's why we need more operators.
Yep. The moral of the story is throw shit at the wall.
And get moving.